Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Outsider podcast with me, your host, Nema. I'm always on the lookout to interview interesting people, just someone that's going against the norms of the social culture, the normally accepted norms. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm learning and I'm taking it along with me. And today I will be interviewing Hakiam, who is part of Drone Zanzibar, a very talented videographer, and I cannot wait to share this with you. Let me know what you think. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Outsider podcast. Today I have a very special guest, very talented Mr. Hakiam. I'm so happy to have you on the podcast.
I'm so honored to be here.
You're honored to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. So we're going to start slowly. Maybe you could give us an introduction. I know you're into videography, but what else are you into?
Okay. Yes, my name is Hakiam. I am a filmmaker and a producer. I call myself a visual artist because I do all sort of things with visual. So I produce commercials, documentaries. Most of the creative video works.
And he's also a very talented photographer. You should
Yes.
see some of his work. It's very good.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now, normally I ask all my guests, what is your mantra?
Um, to me, I'm a storyteller. Everything I do is story driven. I love to tell stories, even from a single frame, like a photography to video. It can be just graphics, but I really love storytelling, and I try to include that in my words.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So basically you said videography has fundamentals of storytelling, and what I want to know is when did you feel like videography is for you? Then you're like, I'll buy a camera, this is it, this is the road for me.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because now that you said that, my mom bought me my first camera. Yes, and nilikuwa shule.
Yeah.
So what happened ni kwamba I wasn't climbing in school like sana.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nakimbia muda mrefu, and nadhani mama aliona hiyo mapema and akaninunulia camera. But the camera aim ya kwanza ilikuwa to shoot just photographs, like wedding photographs, but then from that I really developed a style to create these videos, and it started like that. It's different style from what people were used to at the time, and I did it as just trying it out, and then people liked it, and then I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah. So from there, meeting with people, getting new connections, and I really felt like I belonged.
You belong in that community. So you said you started shooting photographs and then you moved to video. So was there a time where you said, I'll go to school for this, or did you go to YouTube University?
Yeah, YouTube University. Yeah, where we are at the time, there wasn't really a place ambapo unaweza ukaenda ukasoma actually like videography the way we want, because what vitu ambavyo walikuwa wanafundisha is the things that you already know. So YouTube helped a lot. The internet, because what happens is there's full courses that you get online and kuna YouTube tutorials. Yeah, YouTube tutorials helped a lot, but also these online courses that we do. But if there's anything that really helped is, practicing. Just getting out there and shoot, try to create stuff on your own, try to your own ways. That really helped develop a lot of skills, for me, and as well. But surely, it's something that I would love to do someday, to maybe kupata knowledge zaidi.
I like how you use the short courses and the YouTube videos, and you're like, I'm ready, Nanda, I'm going to shoot.
Yes, but this remember this develops kwa muda.
Yeah.
You know, it takes time, and a lot of time, like kuweka kusoma mwenyewe, it's even inakuwa ni ngumu zaidi kuliko kwa hiyo inachukua muda, inahitaji really like you have to be into it. Yeah.
But I'm sure since the time you got your camera to now, your focus has changed. Because when you first got your camera was, I need to learn more. I'm going to go take some more photos and shoot videos.
Yeah.
So your focus must have changed throughout the years. So the question is, what is your focus right now?
There's two things that we really wanted to differentiate between our own personal work and what we do for clients.
Yeah.
So our focus now is to really get in a position where we can produce for local. So we work with international brands and work with local brands. Yes. So our aim is to be able to delete these boundaries, because living in a digital world now, it's easy to work with people from everywhere. So our aim is to get to that level where we work with international brands, but at the same time, we on our personal work, we get to tell the story that we want.
Yes. That's really interesting. Could you give me an example of a short story that you've created or you've produced?
Yes.
Could you also an example of the short stories that you've produced?
Yes.
And you also do script writing on those short
Of
stories?
course. So basically, I started also as a TV producer for online TVs and local TV. Yeah, I produced this short news, but in a way of like a documentary, with a documentary feel. Yeah. So what I really liked about that is, you know, we changed the way online news is being fed to the people. Because if kama ulikuwa unaona zamani, news was boring.
News was boring.
Yeah, still now news is boring, but the way we wanted to tell the stories in a way kwamba mtu akiwa online and spend pesa yake aweze kuangalia. So there's a lot of stories that we have produced, this including like kuweka mwanga kwenye vitu ambavyo vilikuwa vimejificha, ila kuwa ni makosa wanaofanyiwa watoto au wanawake, and we find a way to expose that kwenye jamii ione. So we have done that. We have done documentaries for like biography documentaries for the president as well. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, we for producing, I have done kazi kubwa sana kwenye upande wa TV as well. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know Drone Zanzibar was doing that much, because my first interaction with Drone Zanzibar was through Instagram.
Yes.
So where I currently work, we handle the social media. So I was like, this is a really cool photo, let's repost it. Then from that on, and then there's a time you and Arif came to the office and they're like, this is Drone Zanzibar. I'm like, but they're so small. They're such young guys and they're doing something so amazing that's causing such a positive impact in society. Like how you said, you're covering the things that were happening to women and children and exposing it into life.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that part. So also, what was your first job on videography? Yeah, because we covered how you started.
Yeah.
So you started. So which one was the first job?
Oh, that's a funny story actually. Because my first work, it was a wedding, my cousin's wedding. When I first got that camera, no, actually I didn't have that camera. And I don't even know why they gave me to shoot that.
They trusted you.
Yeah,
they trust your vision.
I didn't even shoot a video before that.
Yeah.
So now that I think of it, I don't know why they trusted me that. Yeah, but well, it was crazy because I had to travel somewhere in the village, and it was funny. Actually, it was my cousin's wedding in the village, Yeah, and I looked so cool and I liked it. Maybe that's one of contributing factor because everyone is looking at you. Oh, the videographer.
Looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't get paid. Thanks.
They paid you the exposure.
Yeah.
They paid you the exposure. It's okay. Okay, so we've covered that part. So on the sales side of videography, because
Yeah.
we're just saying this talented person is creating these videos, taking these photos. Now let's go back to the behind the scenes of the sale. So let's say once someone gets, like, once they're good at their craft, they think companies will just go straight to them and they'll just ask them to shoot the content for them. So what I'm saying is how to get freelance work as a videographer. How do you get freelance work as a videographer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what has been working for us, is first of all social media.
Yeah.
Social media is really important. Imetusaidia sana especially kwa clients wapya, lakini word nini mdomo,
Word of mouth.
yeah, word of mouth is really important as well because what we do is in the beginning, hata kama a client would pay less, way less than what we wanted, what we did was create a very good work because that work is tutangaza.
Yeah.
Ikiwa ni nzuri, it doesn't matter how much we're paid for that, bring watu wengine, yeah. So a word of mouth pia ni kitu ambacho kimetusaidia zaidi because people trust that kuliko hata social media, but then social media brings us wateja wapya.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are grateful kwamba we have been working with a lot of brands here in Zanzibar and in the mainland, and quite a few internationally, and we are hoping to get more onto that. But as a freelancer, it's a challenge because now you are the marketing manager. Now wewe ndio kila kitu.
Wewe ndo kila kitu.
Yeah, so you get to spend more time nje, yeah, kuliko hata ndani, like kuliko because when you're connecting with people, when you're meeting with people, that's how you get this world. Yeah, and being out there, being exposed to these communities, most of our works as well has been coming from that, like being exposed. Yeah, so freelancing is ni kitu ambacho it's a challenge, but it's a very good kwamba ukiweza kupatia.
Yeah. Good. So here you said there's a time you would shoot for videos that are below the expected amount to be paid. So what I'm asking is, have you ever met a client where the budget does not match the expectations? For example, someone will have like a $200 budget, but they're expecting a $3,000 production. Yeah.
So far, that's all the clients do. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, seriously, ni kwamba we get a lot of clients like that.
Yeah.
Because one thing about videography is, once people have seen the work, they just, most of them don't care what goes behind that.
Yeah.
That's why we get to see films with big budgets, but then we watch it one day and we take everything apart. So people don't really, before people didn't really know the value of video kwenye biashara, but at the end of the day, every business needs a video, like seriously. So mwanzoni it was very difficult to explain someone that this is what the video will do to you, and this is how much it's worth. So clients wengi ni hao ambao their budget is not really, because of what happened is anakuletea video, I want something like this, but something like that was made with a bigger budget.
Yes.
But then ukimwambia this is how we can do even half of that, most of them are not really,
they're not willing to.
yeah. So but as more work that tunavyofanya, the more we get more understanding clients ambao wanajua what's the video, how important videos are in photography, and hapo imekuwa vizuri zaidi.
But I like how you said people didn't know the impact of videos
Yes.
in their business. Because right now, with Instagram, taking more onto the video side. They're moving on to video and TikTok. Like every platform right now is doing videos. The shorter the videos, the better. But also, one thing I noticed is for a video to go as viral, there needs to be something behind it. There needs to be a story. Sometimes it's even the quality. But you see, sometimes you can have good quality, but you don't really have that much content.
Of course.
Just to write focus. Yeah. So I really like how we touched on that. And in today's businesses, them engaging with Drone Zanzibar and getting the quality videos that you guys produce, because I can say the quality from we recently had training at work. You were there. Yeah, and then you showed me a video the day before yesterday, and it was really good. The production, the background, and you shot it from totally different angles, from totally different days, and how you combined it all together. I would definitely recommend you for my business. Because that was very, very impressive. And that was just like a 3-minute video. And I can only imagine the snippets that you can create for TikTok, but I guess 15 seconds or 60 seconds. So it's very, very impressive. I commend you.
Oh, thank you very much. What we really try to do when we are working on these videos is try to keep the production value. You know, when the production value is up there, people it elevates the inaongeza thamani ya kile kitu ambacho kinatokea. You know, and one thing is videos live long. Unajua. So if we can create something that's tuna guarantee longevity yake, even 20 years from now, people can watch and still understand what's going on. I mean, that's the aim.
And also believe you get more mileage with video compared to photos. So people are getting an experience on how exactly this thing is. The photo is just one photo, you're seeing the background, you just have to swipe to see the next one. But in the video, you're like, oh, it's okay. So they shot this like this. So this is what was happening. I would definitely get that.
Yeah, we do. We say there's a saying. We say that photography is showing how it looks. Like, because we also do real estate videos. So photography is showing how it looks, and videos it's supposed to show how it feels.
I like that. Okay. So also, we're talking about the clients that had a low budget but high expectations. Have you ever had a client pay you more than what you asked for because they feel like that's your value?
Oh, definitely. Recently that happened because, you know, when people come to the island, you know, the expectation of the expectation of the product value is not up there yet, so they expect something that maybe is very normal. But then when they see what we put in the work, most of them really appreciate. And recently we had a couple from Europe that was they were shooting for the Valentine's Day. He was proposing, and so we covered that. And at the end it was like, this is just really good. This is way more than expected. And he had not from the price. He just given a little more tip.
And people tip your videographers. They're doing such an amazing job. Acheni udahiri.
Please,
Tip them.
please do it.
Tip them. All right, and we're back. It's okay. All right. So we're talking about clients that paid you more. What are the red flags you look for when working with clients, or when deciding to work with anyone?
Yes. Oh, there's a lot of that as well. First of all, we look at the person, how they approach us in the first time. Because working for exposure is what everyone, they are going for as well. Work for us and we'll have so much more projects. Okay. Okay, where should I start?
No, you were saying about the red flags?
Okay, yeah. So the red flags, oh my God, there's a lot of that. I'm telling you, if someone's approaching you and they are talking about paying you with exposure, and especially it's someone that, first of all, we have to see that if they value what they are bringing to you. If they just want a video kwa sababu tu, au really won't know the value of that. So before we work with anyone, we first need to know like what do you want this video to do to you. So before we work with anyone, we first want to know like if they know like if they have a particular aim for that video or photography or whatever that we are doing at the time. Kwamba, do they know what the video is gonna do to them, or it's just because it's trendy? So, and most people just do it because they want to capture what's going on and share on social media, but they don't really know the value of that video even baada ya pale. So working for exposure, it's one thing in the beginning, lakini it's one of the red flags as well kwa mtu akianza tu kuongea na akataka that. Also clients ambao wanakupa like a sample na wanataka something exactly like that, and then once you try to explain what it takes to make something like that, and they're trying just fanya. No, it's gonna haunt you, because what happens is you are never going to get the results the way they want, and it's itakusumbua. So we have been trying to really, tumeshapitia huko na tunajaribu kukimbia.
That's crazy, because imagine just telling someone I want this, this and this, and then just they're not giving you any details. It's like, I trust your vision.
Yes, and what happens ni kwamba mwisho wa siku wakiwa wanaiangalia kazi, they'll be like, okay, sio kama vile so but inakuwa imechukua muda na sio kitu kizuri.
So I'm letting you hold this because I feel like my voice will go.
Nice.
Okay, so we've talked about that, and how did you build the brand? How did, let's say, you as Hakiam, how did you build your brand? Because me, when I look at you, I see a really talented videographer, and all this to say because I've seen your work, I've seen your photography, I've seen your videos, but how did you build your brand as Hakiam? And also, how did Drone Zanzibar build its brand as Drone Zanzibar?
Okay, so personally for me, what really helped me is to really stay nikiwa na mwendelezo wa what I'm doing, and I had to learn this the very hard way, kwa sababu inabidi ujue thamani yako mapema. Ukijua thamani yako mapema, it means utajiwekea boundaries, na what happens is watu wataenda kutokana na wewe ulivyo. So for me, nilikuwa na bahati kugundua hilo mapema, because once I was working on this company kama mwajiriwa, it never really worked out for me. Like having to wait mwisho wa mwezi for something that when you make it, it's worth more than that. Unajua ilichukua muda mchache sana kwa mimi kuelewa like I can be more than that. So from that is consistent, kufanya kitu more na develop my own way of doing it. And as for Drone Zanzibar, if I can speak on that, is
so before we move to Drone Zanzibar, I like how you said you knew your worth when you were employed, so then I could produce more than what they're paying me here.
Exactly.
Where you find most people are just stuck in their jobs because they're looking for security.
Yes,
and freelance work is dangerous because you can go a long time without pay.
I'm telling you, okay, what happens is sometimes in the beginning you could not work for 2 months, right? But you can get a work on the next month that covers everything. But for that is because in the beginning I didn't really know umuhimu wa marketing as an artist. Marketing is very, very important as a freelancer, because what we do, we photography and videography is personal as well, but sometimes you have to really know how to jinsi ya kuiuza ile. So nimedevelop hiyo mapema, hizo skills mapema, na I think that's what made me stand out for a very long time as
Okay. You're saying about how Drone Zanzibar?
Drone Zanzibar. Yes. For Drone Zanzibar, it's basically like set of rules that we set up.
Yeah.
I mean, the founder of Drone Zanzibar, Arif,
Yeah.
he set up the rules like this is how, because in the beginning, Drone Zanzibar it wasn't as commercial.
Yeah.
It's just we want to highlight Zanzibar,
Yeah.
you know, the way it has never been seen before.
Yeah.
So with a constant way of taking these pictures,
Yeah.
constant way of showing how natural it is. Um, in the beginning, we were just going these two random places just to
Yeah.
take the videos, and if there's anything is the consistency. That is what really help elevate Drone Zanzibar as the Instagram account and as the production company as well.
I like how you said the rules. Am I allowed to ask what the rules are?
Yes, we have
Okay.
rules that is, it has to be natural as possible.
Yeah.
You know, you have to show something that every picture in Drone Zanzibar, the aim is to make people want to be there
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
So what we are aiming, what we are doing when we are taking these pictures is trying to show the life, you know, the life in the photography. That's why when you see these pictures or you see these videos, they are more lively. If kama ni rahisi,
Yeah.
they are more lively. Na in the beginning ilikuwa ni kwamba okay, so we post 4 times a day.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what you're doing at the time, you have to post this.
Yes.
Unaona?
Yeah.
So sio kazi rahisi lakini
Yeah.
that is what.
Social media is hard because I was going to ask you that your social presence is amazing. Like you have such an audience, and you're replying fast like this to DMs, to messages, to just
Yeah.
someone posting on your stories.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, do you have a social media personnel, or all of you social media personnel?
Mm.
Zanzibar, where you post this, I repost this.
No.
Someone posts this.
Yes, it's both of us, but Arif does most of the admin work for Drone Zanzibar.
Yeah.
This means choosing what to post at what time.
Yeah.
Although we have pictures already for that, you know, for us, every work that we have done, a lot of them has come from social media, from Instagram as well. So we really give most of our energy there, and you know, most of the people that are reaching out to us are not robots.
Yeah.
They are real people.
Yeah.
So real people love that interaction
Yeah.
back and forth,
Yeah.
going, explaining to them, and so we live there. We live online for that matter.
Okay. So you said on how learning your value and presenting a certain amount of price or rate to a client, but I don't know if am I allowed to ask how you come up with the rate card, or is that a trade secret?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So we have a rate card that is for everyone, but because time is what we really care about, like because it can be a very short walk, but it takes the whole day,
Yeah.
or it can be a very hard thing to do, but it takes half a day.
Yeah.
So we cost because of the time and the production value that people want on the work.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to come up with the price because and it's not always the same,
Yeah.
because we really deal with different people, because we deal with people, I mean one by one.
Yeah.
We deal with companies.
Yeah.
So we have different prices.
Yeah.
Depends on who we are dealing with.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good. And also, how do you remain consistent? Because I know there's some videographers that will start 1, 2, 3. It gets a bit hard, and they're like, I can't do this anymore.
No. Yes, it's very difficult to stay consistent, and that's what makes the whole difference. You know, we have bigger aim than just producing these videos and pictures. We really want to create a very creative community in the future. So our aim is is when we're posting these pictures every day, it's not for now. We have a whole lot of library that is there. It's we have tumepanga after hii itakuwa hii itakuwa hii itakuwa hii. So for us that helps a lot, but also because we have a bigger aim, we are not being discouraged kwa vitu vidogo, because when we started you could have 2 likes, 5 likes,
and that's so discouraging. Imagine you're just posting a photo that is really good, the lighting is good, and then you post it and someone just gives you 2 likes. So like me nitakuwa mgeni wa nani sasa?
Yeah, exactly. and especially now the tunaishi kwenye dunia ya likes and retweets. So it's a challenge to stay consistent, but at the same time if you know where you want to go, these things doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So if you have a clear goal, you know
Yes.
exactly how you're going to get
Yes,
there.
and that's and that's very important to know like where you really want to go with this thing, because we don't want to be doing the same thing every year. So as you have seen, for Drone Zanzibar, that's just aerial photography and aerial videography, but we do have different. We do visuals, we do animations, we do photography. So with every place we have different goals, and we for now we work with freelancers and we work with in-house creators. But in the future we really want to have a very large creative community, because I'm telling you now, there's a lot of talented people here in the island. Yes.
Okay. So from what I'm getting from here is the defining factor for videographers to last in this business would be consistency. But what other factor would there be?
Learning. I mean, developing more skills. And also one thing for personal level is, I mean, knowing your kujua njia yako. Because what happens ni kwamba nowadays we have so much influence. I mean, when you go to Instagram, you see every kind of pictures, every style, different styles, and they're all amazing. But you really need to find, your own lane. Because once you do that, it's easy to stay constant. It's easy to remain constant because you know exactly what you're doing. And na kuongeza skills. We have so much. We have a lot of creatives up Tanzania, which are now like teaching people. They're sharing their behind the scenes, which has helped a lot for creatives. And if there's anything that could make a creative stand out, is by doing. Because what happens is we learn a lot. When you start learning, you learn a lot. You forget how to practice and doing it.
You're so caught up in learning.
Yes.
You forget to put what you've learned into practice.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what happens, especially now on this social media era. It's just we think we don't even think too much. We just say what we think. We say what we think more than we think.
Think about it.
Yes. So that happens also in videos. You learn. You end up having so much information that you don't really use. If there's anything I would advise anyone is to do. Like just do it. When we look at our videos, the first videos that we did is just funny. Everyone, but at the time you're like, oh, I've just done an incredible work. But then.
So basically, what you're saying is just start.
Just start.
From wherever you are, just start.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the camera you're using. Just start. Work. Just capture something. That's very important.
So I would say that's also advice you give to aspiring videographers or photographers. Is there any other advice you could give to them? Someone that's you're thinking of starting. Let's say you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel. You're thinking of starting your own videography business, or you're just thinking of starting photography, but you don't know where to start. You're just confused. So what advice would you give the aspiring videographers and photographers?
First of, I mean, that's really hard. I mean, that's a very good question. Lakini from me, from personally,
Yeah.
I think first of all just do it. Like
Yeah.
do it to see if that's something you really want.
Yeah.
You know, because if something you really want, there's so, especially now, there's so much. Kuna uwanda mkubwa sana wa kujifunza. Unajua kuna mafunzo mengi sana, kuna walimu wengi sana, lakini kitu cha kwanza kama nilivyosema before is kuanza. Ukishaanza then wewe mwenyewe utanani, because the equipment doesn't really matter that much. Just ni kuanza. Hicho ni kitu cha muhimu. I don't have ushauri mkubwa zaidi. Kuanza na remain consistent, lakini huwezi ku remain consistent kabla hujaanza. So you just start.
You just start.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, where answer.
Yes. You find something you feel like you utapenda ukiona tena, you just capture that. Yeah, because next time you see that, unaona the value ya ule muda. Yes.
Okay. So thank you so much for coming. I wanted to end that with that last question.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that would be a good way to end it, for someone to know how exactly they can put the information or the knowledge to use
Yes.
when they just want to start.
Yeah.
But also, yeah.
If I could add anything, if I could add something there is on these resources online, because let me tell you something, the internet has really helped
Yeah.
us, especially with the skills, because now I'm telling you, everything that someone wants to do,
Yeah.
they can literally learn that.
Yeah.
We have the knowledge from all the time
Yeah.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Like literally anything that people want to make, they can learn. So we can make use of the internet, because that really is the change. Like it makes all the difference.
And plus, the information is free.
Oh.
Just go to Google. How do I start
Mhm.
in videography? How do I shoot from a wide angle? How do I mess around with the aperture settings,
Yeah.
ISO settings?
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah.
And also, so where can people find you and know more about what you do, or if someone is interested in your craft? I'll of
Yeah.
course put your contact details and John Zanzibar contact details
Yeah,
on the
okay.
link below when posting this. So how can they find you?
We first, you can follow us at Drone Zanzibar. That's our main Instagram page.
Yes.
Personally, I have Instagram, which I don't really use that much because, but it's at Hakiam in Instagram, just simple like that. Hakiam and then M at the end.
Yeah.
But follow us on Drone Zanzibar. We have so much more coming.
Yeah.
We have started another page. It's calling Visit Zanzibar. We are trying to promote now. There we're mixing still photographs and videos and what we do, and from there we're going to start sharing our experiences when we go to create these videos, and it's gonna be fun. So follow us there.
Follow them, please.
Yeah.
Follow them, and they also have a YouTube channel. Follow that YouTube channel. Follow, please. Subscribe that YouTube channel. Like their videos.
Yeah.
Interact.
Yeah.
Interact with them.
Yes.
Drop a comment on Instagram.
We live there, so it's easy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy.
I want to thank you very much for this opportunity, and it's I really appreciate it. Na asante sana.
Asante sana. No, thank you. Thank you for agreeing to come on here. Yeah, I got this idea when we were doing training. I was saying these guys are actually really smart, and how they're carrying this out. It would be very nice to pick your brains. Thank you for letting me pick your brains.
Asante sana. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
So now, Hakiam, how has your experience been on the podcast? Did you enjoy it? I feel like for me, I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. As I said before, this is really good. At first, I was really scared because we are not the people always in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So being here, it's actually a challenge as well. But I really appreciate being here, and I really hope the information that we share can inspire people to start doing what they really want to do. It doesn't matter if it's photography, it's music. There's a lot. I'm telling you now, there's a lot of talented people here, a lot, and it's sad because what happens in the beginning is people does encourage creatives, enough in a family level. That's happens. A creative is always a strange person in the family, but
yeah, because they say, where do you want to be a photographer? And look, like a shule, you just want to take photos.
exactly. But what happens is we are the people who make history and show it and share. So I encourage people to really get there, like to kuanza kama nilivyosema, and I really appreciate you for having us here, and ningependa to return another time.
More than welcome.
Okay.
You're more than welcome.
Asante sana.
So that was episode 2, season 1, episode 2 of the Outsider podcast with Hakiam from Drone Zanzibar, and also Hakiam, the videographer, as an individual. Yes. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, as it will really help the channel. And I hope everyone is having a very, very great day. Yeah. Thank you.